What's going on, Terran House? Totama here, and today, part 3 of the Lich Hunt. So, today we are going to be going over. I am probably not going to show every single mission on learning the kill code, but today we are going to talk about the Parazon, the different mods, and what they do, and how to utilize them. Sorry, I had to cough. So, talking about the Parazon, every Warframe in the game has access to the Parazon. Every Warframe uses the same Parazon. So it doesn't really matter which Warframe you use, you'll always be able to use the Parazon. As you kill your Lich, and you kill the Thralls specifically, you'll learn the code. So, one thing that you can do to make it so you get the code faster is every Kuva Lich you kill has a chance to spawn this mod. It's called Ul. The thousand faces, countless forms, a multitude unfolds, mimics any Requiem mod. This is always correct. It is always correct. So you can put that on slot 1 and then you'll always know what slot 1 is. After that, as you can see, you have some different choices. There's all sorts of Orican words. And as you can see, I have 2 that are defiled. Why are these defiled? Well, as you can see, there's those 3 little blips on the bottom of the card. Every time you use a code correctly, only when you use the code correctly and send the Lich to the Proxima, does it expend one of the charges on the mod. After you expend 3 charges, you get the defiled version. With 4 defiled mods, unfortunately I only have 2, so I can't really show this right now, but if you take 4 defiled Parazon mods and you put them together in the transmutation section of the mods, so here you have transmute, combine 4 unranked mods for a chance at a rare mod. So like I could put, let's sort by duplicates real quick. I can put a rupture, a pressure point, a redirection, and a quick draw together, and I can transmute them, and I got a metal fiber. You do that with Parazon mods, and you'll always get a Parazon mod.
Impressive.
Thank you, Ordis. It is very impressive. So, who are we going to be talking about today? Today we're going to play some Kullervo. Kullervo is a frame that Brother Alvatrad has been using for a while. He is quite good. The main focus with Kullervo, I do have a Netracell with Kullervo already, but let's go ahead and give a rundown of what he does. Passively, he gets 75% heavy attack efficiency and 100% heavy attack melee with all weapons, meaning that when you do the heavy attack, he does it faster and more effectively. Heavy attacks expend your combo multiplier to dealer damage. Wrathful Advance is your one. It has 2 different forms. You tap it if you're looking at an enemy. You will teleport to them and hit them with a heavy attack. Otherwise, you can teleport to anywhere on the map. Your 2 is Recompense. You send out a blade storm of daggers. They will hit enemies. If they hit enemies, they will heal you or give you overguard. However, if they don't hit enemies, they will go back into Kullervo and deal damage to him. Collective Curse, you fire off this wave of energy that chains enemies together, making it so they all share a portion of the damage. If this is 100%, you get the whole damage to the enemies. And then Storm of Ukok? I don't quite know how to say that. But you basically throw daggers up in the air and they rain down. One thing to note with Kullervo's daggers is all of his daggers create combo counter for you. Which means you basically can stay at 12 times combo multiplier more or less the entire game, and it really benefits you to use weapons that kind of want you to not insta-stack damage with them, but to instead stack damage with your gun. So to that end, we will be using the Epitaph. So this is a priming weapon. We'll be talking about priming with this. And we'll be using the Rauta. The Rauta is Kullervo's shotgun. As you can see, I'm still building it out. The important thing is here, this is the Rauta build. Right here. This is what matters. Primary dexterity. That's it. The Rauta whenever Kullervo holds it, gives him 7 extra seconds of combo duration. And basically what you want to do with Kullervo is you want to sit at maximum combo duration as long as possible for infinity. Every time you shoot this gun, every pellet will give you melee combo count. So you do want to build for like maximum pellet count. So we use Galvanized Hell, Galvanized Savvy just for the status chance. And then we have Corrosive Heat on this with radiation from atomic fallout, also increasing our magazine capacity. This final mod is most likely going to be ammo stock when I get it on there. Just because this weapon only has base 4 magazine capacity. So getting it up there, this will get, with atomic fallout, getting us up to 6. And then ammo stock will get us, I believe, up to 16 total. Right around there. Because you'll get, it's 4 times 2 for 8 plus 1 more from the 10%. So 9, and then atomic fallout gives 2. So that's like 11 or 12 rounds, but that really isn't what matters. And then, of course, we have... Oh, right, I have to forma this again. Damn it. I forgot that I upgraded my epitaph to have primed fulmination. So I need to get it leveled up, basically. But secondary dexterity, same thing as primary. 7.5% combo duration is all you're really looking at. You don't have to use prime fulmination or even regular fulmination on this gun. So this is the epitaph. What it does is it has 2 different firing modes. It has a quick shot, which you fire a slug that does an AoE burst of damage that has, as you can see here, 185% status chance, as well as having a forced cold proc. So what you do, viral slash, like it'll proc your 3 basic ones, your impact, puncture, slash. It will also proc your elementals very, very effectively. So you'll basically just shoot this into a bunch of enemies, and then you can go in and slash them with a condition overload build. We will be talking about condition overload in a minute. We're doing viral heat from this gun. It will eventually have accelerated isotope, but I need to get it those 6 more levels so I can get the extra 14 capacity that I'm missing here. Or excuse me, the extra 4 capacity that I'm getting here, and then that'll fit. And then finally we have the Azathane. Again, not fully kitted out yet. Working on some stuff. As you can see, it's also only ranked 27. This is kind of a being built up kind of day. And this is what is known as a hybrid build. So hybrid builds are builds that use both the regular just like hack and slash, I'm using the weapon, while also being built around heavy. So we still have things that would help heavy attacks like killing blow. Not used right now because I can't slot it on. Yeah, we'll throw it on just so that we get the idea. Oh wait, I can put it on. Oh, that's not the max rank one. Yeah, so we get killing blow, which gives us heavy attack, speed, and efficiency. Or damage, rather. Dreamer's Wrath, which will give us the ability to every now and then just use a heavy attack for free. And then Blood Rush, which gives us combo chance with melee multiplier. We do want Weeping Wounds and Gladiator Might on this build. This will be the last 2. And you'll notice that I put Condition Overload on Overpressure Point. That is because these 2 mods give you the same damage. Condition Overload is better if you have 2 statuses applied to an enemy. The Epitaph is going to give us a Forced Cold proc, a 100% chance at a random attribute that's on this gun, and then an 85% chance for another random attribute that's on this gun. Meaning that we're going to hit enemies and they're going to get 3 status procs. And then instead of giving us the 165 damage that Pressure Point gives, we'll get 240. 240 is a bigger number. You can, of course, just say screw that and run both if you wanted to. It's up to you. Do what you think is right. Priming is not something that people like to do. Because we're priming, that is also why we have corrosive radiation heat on this. This heat really could be dropped down for like cold. So we could put like frigid blast here instead. it's really hard to get two different like pure mixes unless we put like gas. Like we could do like gas toxin or gas electric, I guess, that you could put on this just for like statuses. It's not going to be that big of a deal for the level of content we're doing. And then the Kullervo build is this. You'll notice that this is a negative polarity, and that is because you may consider putting regular vitality here. So I have a D polarity on there, so that way you can fit that. I haven't really felt a need for it. He's felt very, very durable. I will say that you probably want to drop Blind Rage and use regular Intensify or Umbral Intensify if you don't have a maxed out Arcane Energize. Otherwise, you're going to feel yourself getting some energy issues. Energy and Nexus is just here to help alleviate that some. Kind of pick and choose what you want. You could drop Cunning Drift or Power Drift if you wanted to take the range hit and get more power. Augur could be any of the 3 Augur mods: Augur Secrets, Augur Reach, or Augur Message. I've opted for Message because I'm using Transient Fortitude, and Transient Fortitude and Blind Rage are giving me more than enough power strength that I don't feel the need to use Augur Secrets for more power strength. That, and then I get the duration back that I'm missing from Transient Fortitude. For the most part, I am that 3% short, but you could also always make that up with Archon Shards as well. You could come in here and you could put on red Archon Shards for power strength or for power duration and make up whatever you would like. That is an option. Of course, you could also put this on melee critical damage because your one basically makes it so you red crit all the time. Or you could do purples and you could select the 25% melee critical damage when max energy is over 500. That boosts to 50%. The purple shards are most likely best in slot for Kullervo because if you do Tal Forge, that's 75. So that's 75, 150, 225, 300, 375. Did I do that math right? Yeah, I did do that math right. So you'd get 375% critical damage tacked at the end of your weapon because Kullervo with Flow does get over 500 maximum energy. So that would be funny. Go on ahead and do that. Swift Momentum I have here. This could be Steel Charge. Excuse me. This could be Steel Charge or Ready Steel. I've opted for Swift Momentum just because it has that +6 melee combo duration. So when we go to our Azathane, we can see that our melee combo duration is 26 seconds. I don't know why this says 27 and then it goes down. But we get 6 seconds here. We get 6 seconds from this. We get 7 seconds here because we are Kullervo. We get 7.5 here. So 6 plus 14.5 is 20.5. And we get another 7 here. So that's 28. Right? Should be 28. Because it's 15 between these two plus another 7. I don't know. It should be 28. I don't quite know how the math is working out, but can you leave, please? This is a good chance to show you guys. Now that you've pissed off the man on the wall, he will sometimes just pretend to be you. That is what my operator looks like right now. And yeah, he'll just sit on my fucking floofs like a dickhead. Oh, there's a gift from the Lotus Alert. Oh, the Grav Mags. Oh, shit. We'll talk about those later, boys. We will be talking about these later. I'll make sure that I make a post in the Discord. That'll be the next video after we do this quick exterminate. I didn't click the shot. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill you. Yes. Alright, enough ASMR. We need to do a mission just to piss this guy off. We are gonna do I guess we'll do Cobra. We'll do Cobra. Koba? There's no R there. It's Kaba. I'm gonna eat my cheese now.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier. Attack us, and we will counter.
So priming is when you do this. Stack a bunch of elements on him, and then hit him. Woefully unnecessary for the level of content that I am doing. But I think it is funny, so I'm going to do it. I'm killing these guys with a primer. Oh, I don't have... The problem with using the epitaph is it does explode. Which means that if you're in the epicenter, you'll blow yourself back like that. You can avoid this by just simply having overguard. You know that thing that you generate just for pressing 2 on Kullervo. This means that Kullervo can basically zero investment use any explosive weapon in the game and not even be concerned. As you can see, I'm building up Murmur by murdering the thralls. They're called thralls. And the more of them you kill, the better off you are. And here we can just see Kullervo doing Kullervo things. Let me throw out my daggers. And I have so much range. I really don't know if you would be willing to cut range on Kullervo. Like, maybe you can. But you have such high range that I can just stand on the defense target, press 4, and all of the fodder enemies are just going to get hit by the hail of blades that is my daggers. That little icon you see in the bottom right corner is just Kullervo's version of the melee combo counter. It holds that up for him because his abilities really do rely on it. So I'm pretty sure his 4 and his 2 also benefit from melee combo multiplier. I could be wrong, but that guy's dead. You can, of course, use his Wrathful Advance to target every targetable creature in the game. As you can see, we are now sitting a nice and pretty 12 times. What weapon would I recommend using for Kullervo? Well, the Azothane is pretty good simply because you get Kullervo from Duviri, which means that the Duviri weapons, are going to naturally be good for him, because in order to get Kullervo, you're going to have to kill the dragon, which is going to get you Pathos Clamps, and you use Pathos Clamps to buy the Duviri weapons. And given how you're in Duviri, you're going to want to not use Sun and Moon the entire time. Not that Sun and Moon are bad, it's just that you want to change it up. Probably. At least I do, because I get bored. That and the Azothane is just the best. Is it the best weapon in Duviri? Can I say that with confidence? Without getting destroyed? I'm going to say that with confidence. I'm pretty sure the Azothane is one of the better, if not the best, Duviri weapon for the Drifter to be using. So, you're going to be polarized towards it anyway, because it may not be the best, but it's, at least in my opinion, one of the better ones. Which is funny, because it's the one time the dual Nakanas are worth talking about. The two-handed Nakanas are worth talking about. We're not really priming, mostly because these enemies don't need primed. They got 3.6 million damage with 3 exclamation points. Because the game, even the game was like, holy shit, you hit that guy hard. And this is just kind of... Kullervo does this funny thing where he can just do Steel Path on a poverty build. And when I say poverty build, I mean like you put Vitality on him and regular flow. And you just go and you goof off in the steel path because you're basically immortal. This frame is very durable. He is very fun. I would highly recommend getting him. It's very hard for me to recommend giving him the Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify that he really wants, because he's not a prime frame, but it's going to be a while before his prime comes out, so you'll get a lot of value out of it. Do what you want. Don't tell me how do you live your life. Don't let me tell you how to spend your money. Just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean you don't see the value in it, and he really would appreciate having Umbral Intensify and Umbral Fiber. Maybe not as much Umbral Fiber, but, you know, Umbral Vitality, Umbral Intensify. Just casually carve people in half with Kullervo. Like I said, I mostly wanted to do that to show you, you know, this is pretty standard. We've already done this. I'm mostly doing this just for the encyclopedia's sake. You go into a mission that is marked with your Lich's territory. So anything that has these red gas clouds, they're blue, I'm pretty sure, for the Sisters of Parvos, but it really doesn't matter. You just click on it and you see this says it's my Kuvo Lich controlled territory. You go and you do the mission, you piss them off, and then you build up Murmur. The more Murmur you have, the more likely he is to attack you, and then you fight him. But that's the end of this one. Probably going to be doing a Deviri video here soon, just because I like Deviri's content. Later.